Hello, I'm Bill Peterson, Minnesota probate attorney. One of the issues that comes up frequently is how can the beneficiaries in probate proceedings speed up the payment of an inheritance or other money while the estate is still in probate. Now, it's no secret that the probate process can take up to a year or more to take care of all of the probate procedures, administer the assets, pay the decedent's bills, settle any disputes, and distribute the proceeds to all the heirs. In the meantime, the heirs or creditors may be waiting a long time to receive payment. Let me take an example. Let's say your grandfather died last month. You know that you're in line to get a sizable inheritance. Of course, you are saddened by his death. However, the inheritance could not come at a better time. You are behind on your mortgage. You need money to catch up on that and other bills before your home mortgage goes into foreclosure. Now you talk to the personal representative. He is sometimes called the executor. He tells you that it will be at least another 6 months before all the bills and other obligations are sorted out and your grandfather's estate is distributed. Now you feel panicked. Is there anything that can be done legally to get access now or in the very near future to that inheritance that you now need so desperately? Under Minnesota law, there are at least 4 ways that you can get part of your inheritance or have access to estate assets before the estate is wrapped up sometime in the future. First of all, there is the family allowance. If you are financially dependent on your grandfather for your livelihood, or if his spouse is alive, there may be available up to $2,300 per month for living expenses. Secondly, if it appears that the estate will have sufficient resources to pay off all of your grandfather's financial obligations, the personal representative can decide to distribute cash advances to the heirs of the estate. Now, a personal representative is sometimes reluctant to pay out advances because there may be unknown bills or the remaining assets may drop in value. Believe me, no personal representative wants to go back to the heirs and ask them to refund advances of inheritances that the personal representative may have previously paid to them. A third way to get funds from the estate is by a claim on the estate, and this can happen if, for example, you've loaned some money to your grandfather, or perhaps you did some work or gave your grandfather some items of value of personal property that you may be able to make a claim on the estate for before the estate is finally wrapped up. Of course, such claims may be looked at with suspicion by the probate court or other beneficiaries. A fourth way to get cash is to get a loan. If you can borrow money from a friend or relative, that would usually be the cheapest way. Otherwise, you can arrange for a loan from an inheritance funding company. Then you would have to assign to that company part of your inheritance plus their service fee. Of course, the company wants to know that your inheritance is virtually certain and that there will be sufficient funds to pay the assigned inheritances when the estate is finally settled. These companies, besides, usually charge hefty fees for their services. But when an heir is in desperation and needs funds immediately, he may have to do it at that high price. These are 4 options to get access to an inheritance or assets of the estate before the final distribution of those assets by the personal representative. These are 4 options to get access to an inheritance or assets out of the estate before the final distribution of those assets. Since any of these options may involve a good deal of money or financial risks, it's always wise to consult with an experienced probate attorney before choosing one of these options. I'm Bill Peterson, Minnesota probate attorney. I'd be happy to talk to you about your situation. Feel free to call me at 952-888-2400. We look forward to your call.